Welcome to the 10th and last part of this section on teaching using humor. In this part, we are going to build a wholesome, humor-rich classroom culture. Let's finish with a bigger idea. Humor is not just something you use in a lesson. It is something you build over time. A humor-rich classroom is not about constant jokes or just entertaining your students, nor it is about being the funny teacher. It is about creating an environment where students feel safe and they accept their mistakes and everyone else's, and they feel encouraged to participate. At this point, humor becomes part of the culture. Humor works best when it is shared, not performed. Let's look at how to build this culture step by step. First, you have to normalize the mistakes. Students need to see mistakes as part of learning. This connects strongly with ideas similar to those in Happy Mistakes. For example, instead of saying, "That's not correct," say, "That's interesting. Let's see what we can learn from it." This way, students begin to take risks and participate more because they are less afraid of making a mistake. Secondly, you'll need to make humor visible. You can do it by creating physical or digital spaces for humor. For example, a funny sentence wall where students can write down mistakes they found funny. Mistake of the week, a kind of contest in which the students keep a record of all the funny mistakes they make in a week and then vote for the funniest one. Or language discoveries board, where they note down words they usually write or pronounce wrong, and they discover how it is properly written. Or idioms they find funny and useful. This reinforces learning, creates shared experiences, and builds group identity and rapport. The third aspect is to acknowledge you are a role model. Students observe how you act and react. If you laugh at your own mistakes, so will they. If you show curiosity instead of frustration when something doesn't go as expected, they will do the same. For example, if you commit a mistake, you can let them know, "I just said that wrong, but it's okay, now we can learn from it." The fourth step is to encourage participation, inviting your students to contribute to the class humor. Not as something mandatory, of course, but it can be encouraged on a regular basis. For this, you can ask questions like, "What's the funniest sentence we created today? Did anyone discover a strange word?" Participation builds ownership and thus confidence. Last but not least, you want to establish clear boundaries because a humor-rich classroom still needs a clear structure. Set clear expectations. Respect is essential. No humor targeting individuals. No exclusion. Over time, humor becomes a shared language, a group identity marker. Students feel that the classroom is their own space. They are comfortable, they are safe, open, and eager to learn. The goal is to move students from "I must be correct before I speak" to "I can speak and learn at the same time." To reach this, you as a teacher must reflect constantly and check where your students find themselves. Ask yourself regularly, do students feel comfortable taking risks? Do they laugh naturally? Do they support each other? If yes, the culture is working. Humor is not about being entertaining. It is about reducing fear, increasing participation, and supporting learning. When it becomes part of your classroom culture, it changes how students experience learning. And that is where its real power lies. The Optimo project has been co-funded by the European Union.